Welcome to the fairest show on television. First tonight, it is here. Back to school. The first day of school for so many. It was always a tragic day for me growing up. But the sad reality is now setting in for parents across this country. They are realizing that the border crisis has come to every city in America and is now causing problems around the #1 issue for everyone, our kids. Schools open today in New York, Boston, Washington, Chicago, and countless other sanctuary cities around the country. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of young kids who came across the border illegally are packing now already overcrowded classrooms. In New York, for instance, the city is struggling to place 500 more migrant students that came over the summer. That's in addition to 19,000 school-aged kids who enrolled in New York public schools over the last year.
We have been meeting with the UFT and we have been meeting with the state to talk about how do we meet the need that we have now, this immediate need of having more teachers. So there are more teachers that are prepared to meet the needs, Spanish-speaking teachers. We will be having some announcements that will be coming up very shortly that we think are going to be really exciting. That will, I think, will really serve to address some of the challenges that we're facing right now.
Challenges is putting it gently. Aside from the obvious teacher supply issue, classroom shortages are ever present. A lot of these kids don't speak English. You heard them talk about the need for Spanish-speaking teachers. Those are hard to find. Many of these kids are not used to traditional schools, and the schools near the shelters are hit the hardest. So there's people who are in New York whose own kids are going to have real problems getting education. The list of problems goes on. WABC in New York reports many of the migrant kids get waivers from the city's vaccine requirements. Staten Island officials say they're concerned about unvaccinated asylum seekers in schools. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fasella, we think that if you're going to impose a standard on ordinary citizens, that same standard should be imposed on individuals who come from 120 different countries and want to show up on day one for school. Hard to argue with his idea of fairness. In other words, Democrats now fight amongst themselves over what used to be a signature issue. What's more important, welcoming illegal immigrants or vaccines? Axios, of all people, calls it Biden's blue state crisis. Of course, it's not just New York. In Chicago, 433 people sleep at O'Hare International Airport. Thousands of other illegal immigrants sleep at police stations. Denver residents don't like the mayor's short-term housing sites for more than 16,000 migrants. In Washington, D.C., the mayor asked for help from the National Guard. Long ago, the nation's capital said they couldn't handle any more people. And on Martha's Vineyard, just a few families were able to gain employment after 49 families showed up. Some as young as 2 were, of course, deported almost upon arrival from the upscale island last summer. And Democrats now blame President Biden for the crisis. Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois tells Axios, I wrote to him in May, so it's been like 4 months, but I hope to find out. Mayors and governors deal with these problems on the front lines. They aren't happy. Places that had the luxury to look down their nose at border states now say they can't handle it.
We find ourselves in this situation, and it's unsustainable. For this reason, today I am declaring a state of emergency in Massachusetts.
They won't tell us how many infants, or children, seniors, or families are on board. They won't tell us what route they take or when they will arrive. They won't provide any information that would actually help their fellow Americans welcome and care for these human beings.
And there was never a desire to have anyone sleep outside. The dam burst. I don't know how to get it clear. For a year and 8 months, no one was sleeping on our streets. I stood up at this podium day after day stating that eventually the dam is going to burst.
So to continue the mayor's analogy, an estimated 1,000 migrants arrive in New York every day. Joining us now, Vickie Paladino, councilwoman representing Northeast Queens. All right, how bad is it right now?
How bad is it? It's awful. We passed How Bad Is It about 8 months ago. We are out of control. It is absolutely, totally out of control. We have tried, we have failed. We tried hard, but we failed nonetheless. And now we're looking at 20,000. And as you stated very clearly before, in my borough alone, the borough of Queens, we have approximately 500 kids in my borough down in an area called Jamaica, where they're waiting around the corner, 500 a day,
Wow.
to get into our public schools. So
All right,
we
so
are.
do you understand it at all? The sense either of kind of, well, you brought this upon yourselves, or too bad now because El Paso's been dealing with this for 5 years, and during that time, New York said, "Oh, we're a sanctuary city." Of course, those cruel people in Texas who don't want people coming across the border are just horrible human beings. It now feels a little bit like, well, I don't know. It feels what? Sour grapes? I don't know what the right term is.
Well, you said it. They have been dealing with it down in Texas now forever. It feels like we've been dealing with it for a year and 8 months. The mayor just stated, sour grapes. Look, you know what? We said, come here, come on in. We have it now, and we don't know what to do with it. So nobody expected the influx that we've gotten. The invasion that we are putting up with each and every day, and there's no control over it, no control at all. It's time for the Democrats in this state to put on their big boy pants, big girl pants, and toe the line. And by that I mean stop the buses, close the border. It's not going to happen. But if you come back to your original subject, which was our kids going to school, we are not prepared. You mentioned earlier in your intro about language. It's not just the Spanish, the one language. We're talking about 11 different languages right now. Right now, 11 different languages, which our teachers are not prepared for. It was also stated by the chancellor that we don't have enough teachers. Absolutely right, 100%. School here, parochial school starts tomorrow. And on Thursday, public school opens. We have 1.1 million New Yorkers who attend our public schools. Now, add on to that the influx of the migrants, and you have yourself a real mess.
Yeah, well, you think about this, and this has been repeating itself in city after city across America. You use the word invasion each and every day. I'm old enough to remember when Democrats said that Republicans who use terminology like that were racist.
It's very easy to sit back and call names, but now, you know what? They came out with a poll, and there's 82% of the Democrats that aren't real happy with the way this situation is being handled. So to hell with your names, because we're not buying it anymore. This is not racist. This is unsustainable. Change the verbiage. The verbiage no longer.
I want to get to one quick thing. In Staten Island, and this is where a lot of cops and firefighters live, also a relatively conservative area for New York, there have been mass anti-immigrant protests. And look, you've laid out a case of why people would be very angry. I just wanted to get a couple sentences from you on if we're going back to the bad old days. Are we going back to the Irish, the Irish versus the Italians, and the idea of real clashes in New York over this issue?
No, this is a totally different issue. Back when the Irish and the Italians and we migrated here from Europe, it was controlled. There was a certain amount of control. Ellis Island, you came through, you had to be sponsored, you had to work. You weren't coming here for a free ride. You were coming here to be an American. You didn't have 10, 12, 15 different newspapers in 12, 15 different languages. Look, we're a nation of immigrants. We welcome everybody. However, this is no longer a sustainable, heartless situation. This is, let me separate that. Sorry. This is no longer sustainable. This is not a heartless situation. This is us dealing with
look, you make a great You make a great point. And look, to be fair, there were a lot of people who were well-intentioned, who wanted to try to welcome people, and then the politics aside of it. Vickie, thank you. We'll talk soon, all right?
I look forward to it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I enjoyed it very much, as usual. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.